At 2:12 a.m. local time, the quiet coastal region of Saki Airport in Crimea trembled under the weight of an unexpected assault. A Ukrainian UJ-26 Bober drone sliced through the pitch-black night, skimming just 30 feet above the restless waves of the Black Sea. Moments later, a deafening boom shattered the silence as a fiery explosion illuminated the darkness. The target? A prized Russian Niobium-SV radar system, a $35 million technological marvel, reduced to a smoldering ruin in an instant. The question lingers, how did a modest $5,000 drone manage to obliterate a military asset worth millions? The answer lies in a tale of stealth, ingenuity, and a surprise attack that Russia never anticipated. Over the next few minutes, we'll uncover the secrets behind this remarkable feat, the cutting-edge stealth technology of the UJ-26 Bober, the meticulous strategy that led to the downfall of one of Russia's most advanced radar systems, and the profound impact this silent strike has had on the evolving landscape of electronic warfare. This isn't merely a successful strike, it's a revolutionary shift in modern battlefield tactics. A startling fact emerges: the Russian Niobium-SV radar, a cornerstone of their defense network, failed spectacularly. $35 million worth of equipment disintegrated in a blaze reminiscent of magnesium drenched in gasoline. Deep within the heart of Russian military command, chaos ensued as screens went black. Missile telemetry? Lost. Aircraft tracking? Erased. 1 billion rubles worth of detection capability vaporized into molten silicon in under 7 seconds. Yet, this was no NATO operation. No cruise missile was involved. The culprit was Ukrainian, delivered by wings so silent they earned the drone the ominous nickname Whisper of Death. This is the untold saga of how the UJ-26 Bober drone evaded Russian detection, turning a $35 million radar system into a cloud of smoke. The Niobium-SV radar is no ordinary piece of equipment. It's a mobile, digital marvel powered by Russia's most sophisticated active electronically scanned array (ASA) architecture. Positioned just outside Saki Airport in occupied Crimea, it served as the central nervous system for regional air defense, seamlessly integrating patrol flights of the S-400, Panzer S-1, and Su-30 systems. Remarkably, it operated without a blind spot, a testament to its advanced design. Surrounded by a fortress of overlapping Pechora 3 and Protivnik-GE radars, and further protected by short-range air defense (SHORAD) launch systems, it was encased in what military analysts dub a 360-degree denial bubble. Even the most advanced cruise missiles posed too great a risk to penetrate this shield. Ukraine needed a solution that was smaller than a radar's detection range yet smarter than any Russian missile in its arsenal. The electronic warfare (EW) jamming corridor over the Black Sea is a formidable barrier, dense enough to decode Soviet-era radar signals from 30 kilometers away. Optimized for low-altitude threats, it boasts a reaction time of under 8 seconds. To succeed, the missile had to navigate without GPS, relying instead on terrain-matching technology and inertial navigation reminiscent of Cold War-era cruise missiles with their flat, evasive trajectories. The mission demanded near-flawless signals intelligence, SIGINT, timing, pinpoint launch accuracy, and complete electromagnetic silence throughout its journey. This was no mere attack, it was a stealthy chess maneuver, with the drone traversing over 1,000 kilometers through hostile airspace. Disguised as a missile, it operated with the tactical intelligence of artificial intelligence. Don't be deceived by its unassuming appearance. Beneath its polymer carbon shell, the UJ-26 Bober is engineered for silence, emitting less than 60 decibels from 200 meters away, quieter than a typical conversation. This design not only evades acoustic triangulation fields but also minimizes its infrared signature, allowing it to vanish as it closes in on its target. The true marvel, however, lies in its brain. Powered by a neural navigation unit, the Bober doesn't depend on constant GPS signals. For blind flying, it utilizes pre-programmed terrain profiles, inertial measurement unit (IMU), recalibration aided by AI, and visual landmarks, a navigation system akin to DARPA's experimental technology, now mastered by Kiev's drone engineers. With a range exceeding 1,000 kilometers and a speed of 500 to 600 kilometers per hour, it hugs the ground at just 30 meters altitude. Its payload? A high-energy, high-explosive anti-tank, heat, warhead, specifically crafted to dismantle radar structures. The Bober's launch was a masterstroke of simplicity and efficiency. Deployed from within Ukraine, it required no runway, just a stretch of road, a command tablet, and a launch sequence that had it airborne in under 90 seconds. This drone isn't just a weapon, it's a precision scalpel, designed for strikes that deliver a devastating punch. As it approached Sake airfield, it maintained an altitude of just 28 meters above sea level, slipping beneath the radar's detection lobes. It navigated past the perimeter defenses with ease. At a critical moment, it tilted, adjusting its angle by 2.4 degrees, and accelerated. At 2:12 a.m., it ascended at a 7-degree angle, just enough to clear the radar's protective barrier. Sensors were overwhelmed by jamming. Target signature confirmed, Niobium-SV, stationary, active, transmitting. The final descent occurred at a -17-degree angle, a controlled dive executed with perfection. Impact time, 2.4 seconds. At Mach 0.48, the Bober pierced the radar transmitter cabin with 1,600 joules of kinetic energy. The charge detonated precisely 19 milliseconds after impact, maximizing internal fragmentation. There was no warning, no struggle, just a burst of fire, intense heat, and an eerie silence. The Niobium-SV didn't just explode, it was obliterated, erased from communications, tracking logs, and the Russian network. The blast carved a crater 1.4 meters deep, scattering emitter fragments over 150 meters. Burn analysis revealed the complete melting of high-density wiring, confirming total system failure. Satellite images captured 6 hours later showed heat signatures consistent with secondary lithium battery explosions, likely from nearby backup radar systems. In Kiev's Defense Command Center, a single icon labeled Niobium-SV blinked out. Not stuck. Not tampered with. Deleted. For Russia, this represented a $35 million loss. For Ukraine, it was a masterclass in precision ghost warfare. The destruction of the Niobium-SV at Sake sent shockwaves through Russian command structures, forcing emergency radar relocations, widening gaps in air defense, and exposing dozens of high-value targets. The true victory wasn't just the kill, it was the message it conveyed: we see what you don't. And we can strike when you least expect it. The UJ-26 isn't merely a tool, it's a new doctrine, signaling that drone warfare has transcended line-of-sight operations into targeted economic decapitation. Every Russian radar now faces an uncertain future, vulnerable behind the lines, under cover, or within electronic fog. This war transcends territorial disputes, it's a battle of visibility versus invisibility. Ukraine has proven that the drone reigns supreme in this contest. Would you trust a $5,000 drone to neutralize a $35 million weapon? Share your thoughts, and let us know, which Russian system do you think Ukraine should target next?